Everyone is wrong and has failed. We absolutely do not need to talk about it, but sometimes even a truly silly situation has something to learn from it. To very briefly summarize the events that are basically not linked until I came up with a contrived reason for them to be, Pirate is an Ashes of Creation and classic Warcraft hardcore player. He was in a group in WoW where people died for real in game, party pulled a boss early, a call was made to roach out, he roached, party got mad, he roached. Maybe he is fully to blame, maybe not. End of the day, this resulted in major game drama that led him to being kicked from the guild, leaving the game, getting some very detailed threats on his life. You know, classic WoW drama. People completely unrelated got angry on social media over him. He was very flippant when an apology was demanded of him. Narc, the guy most of us know as Ashes of Creation hype man, spent years covering Ashes of Creation and has become disillusioned over the game's progress and very expensive alpha access. He ranted over the state of the game's creator shot back, and Pirate became involved by talking to Asmongold since Pirate disagrees with Narc's takes, and wanted the Goon Goblin to see both sides of the story since he has such a large audience, which is entirely fair, completely juxtaposing Narc's bleak take with Pirate's positivity. And here's where we learn lesson 1. There's more to one side of the story and everyone makes judgments quickly, with the first person to speak out often getting the lion's share of trust, but the second person is always correct. And at the same time, other super serious drama amplified it. Elon Musk was showing off his near max level hardcore PoE character, but there was a lot of doubt placed not only on whether he was boosting or buying gear or whatever, pretty much confirmed since, or if he had even played the game at all. This has turned what should be a silly situation into one with a lot of hostility and bad blood. But can't we all just get along? Or at least learn a few things about the overly complex system of influencer rules of who is allowed to exist in your presence and who is not. Now, Pirate's getting a lot of hate just for talking with salty Dr. Pepper. That is a good thing in general. One of the prime ways the mob punishes people who say things they do not permit is isolating and attacking them. Of course, they cannot do this with he who cannot be cancelled, yet they can, and often do, go after everyone else who might try to talk with controversial figures, which has the same effect. Resisting this, great thing, it shows a huge shift in the landscape. At this point, the cancel mob has cancelled so many people that now the cancel box has more people within it than without. When that happens, nobody really cares anymore. It has been a blight in the entertainment space that the last decade has seen people be less and less able to even talk with each other in the briefest of manners, and this needs to change. Now, Elon is an eccentric billionaire with a mind beyond our kin. We fail to comprehend him, dragging gear to his inventory, calling his maps tab Elon's Maps like he's some sort of egocentric rich maniac, and avoiding chaos orbs, which the rest of us would consider somewhat important items. Sure, but are any of us god-gaming Martians attempting to return to our home world? We mortals simply cannot understand. Remember, this is a guy who no-hit ran Malanina Blade of Miquella with the worst fat roll build in history. He needs a handicap to feel any rush whatsoever. The reason he got to max level so fast is because he plays all his games on 4 times speed. And I don't mean the drug. Maybe. Which thanks to his space laser internet, he was able to do lag-free. Not sponsored. All of them have gone about this the completely wrong way. Pirate and OnlyFans. The entire point of having a hardcore classic WoW guild full of drama-loving influencers is to create some drama. And let's be honest, this is the most anyone has talked about classic WoW in half a decade. Why would you take the best thing that's happened to your guild and completely cut ties? This is like that guy who spent his time wiping Naxxramas raids. This is the sort of stuff people want to see. Don't look at Gift Mouth and the Horse. Failure on both sides. Narc, you did nothing wrong taking a break, so consider yourself in the clear. There's nothing to critique about your behavior. Psych? Hell no, what are you thinking? Releasing a constant stream of videos about the progress of an alpha MMO? You played enough of these games, even at its absolute peak. World of Warcraft had months where they were doing absolutely nothing at all, besides drinking a lot of milk. Pandaland had a year-long patch, and that's for a monthly sub, fully released, though admittedly permanently in beta testing game. If you thought you could keep optimistic for half a decade with this rate of content drip, you're high on copium. And Elon Musk. Maybe you were caught cheating and boosting and buying gold and getting your followers to accomplish things for you, but what pro gamer has not? Who remembers the record-setting Mario run or watches the best tournament-grade esport personalities? Exactly. Nobody. What people do remember is the ones got caught using aimbots on stream, who used a machine to fake a speed run, who cheated multiple times doing blindfold runs, or used science to prove their 1 in a trillion Minecraft perfect run was totally legit. The entire point of being a pro gamer is to get caught cheating. You have made it! Especially when you're playing an MMO or an ARPG, you're beefing with the character creator default WoW gamer, whose server crashing swarm funnels loot and gold limitless mythic carries and sets up a palanquin to carry him to 100 parses. But you can't let people know it gets to you. That was your problem. You gotta double down. Instead of crashing out, take all top 10 hardcore slots, and then prove you did it yourself by splicing gameplay into your live stream. Don't be doing this getting even using your power over Twitter. Challenge him to an MMO off. Your money versus his parasocialism. Wealth versus cult. Potential TOS violations versus the Spurg army. You know, the Roman Empire, they settled this in the Colosseum. Middle Ages, they did it with a duel. Wild West, also a duel but with a gun. Elon, you played Civilization. You gotta sacrifice some worker units to finish production on Ashes of Creation. All of you need to get in there, become mayors, fight over the server like real men, using your resources, RMT, and cheap foreign labor to bully everyone else into submission, as online gaming's inventor, John EverQuest, intended. Look, after seeing enough Warcraft race behavior, the Devilsaur Mafia world buff denial, PvP server faction stacking, honor system degeneracy like camping flight paths and portal rooms, alt account spying, top guild boosting, botting, buying gold, exploit early, exploit often, abusing the automated report system to silence traitors, or ban Scepter Quest opponents. You're not competing in the Olympics here, you're in the carnival. We're all clowns here. So get your makeup and blend in. As for your other problem, Elon, don't worry about it. You're running the American space program. Pretty sure you get a pass.